Healing, December 21st, 2021. Healing through a poppet. Healing people through use of an object from a distance and wrapping it with red string, and it was sitting on a rocking chair? Question mark. Okay. So December 27th, 2021. Kill her was said really quick in my head with a flash of La Santa Muerte Negra. Let me see, a flash of a hooded person with blue eyes coming after me, like a dark hood, and they're really light complected. So the band Death logo. So there's a band called Death, and their logo was flashing. White powder on the face, like cascarilla, kind of. A line of funeral cars. Let me see. This chick that looks like Alanis Morissette shaking a bullet with powder in it at me like a maraca. So she's just like, you know. Werewolf hunter, December 30th. Me and my son were in a city plagued by werewolves. Every month they'd shift and kill people, but not only by ravaging them, by shooting. They were connected to the cartels. We were in an old town by the ocean. It seemed like somewhere in California. I was trying to find a place for me and my son to go because I had no way to protect him. And we need to go somewhere, away from everyone. The time came closer and we ended up in this old restaurant. I told my sister that I just had to leave, and she laughed and she asked why, and I said, I don't know why. A werewolf is coming and you can't tell when they're human. She thought I was silly. I wanted to go on a boat and just take my son fishing, but that didn't happen. So we're going back to the restaurant. I'm panicking, and these guys tell me that I have the spirit of La Llorona in me. An evil spirit, and that spirit has the gift to fight beasts. These old Mexican ladies read me, and they said that he was right, and that I had many evil spirits in me, and they could fight the beasts. They told me to pray before I fight, so I knelt at this platform area in the restaurant and started to pray next to the old woman. I started to pray to God and to the Virgin Mary. I didn't know what to say, but the lady very much felt like someone I knew. You could tell she was frustrated because I didn't already know my ability. And then later in a separate dream, I got a flash of a purple shirt. And that on that shirt, it was a native person fighting a wolf, like with an axe. Oddly enough, that the wolf with the axe is the symbol for Pawnee, which I have lineage from. Okay, January 2nd. My mother showing me how to be a healer. We were at a swap meet, and she finds Botanica items, and one of which is a large vapor rub bottle, but it has purified water in it. She says the formula is 1 part purified water and 1 part tap water for the mixture. The bottle had a faded saint image on it, a male saint that looked like they had a long white beard. There was a flash in my vision, like a starburst, to get my attention about this, about healing. They are insistent. My grandmother too. January 23rd. Glowing red eyes, Santa Muerte. I'm watching a video of myself making a video. It says here for Tokyo, but I think that I misspelled that. And in it, I'm shaking something, and there's a statue with black and sequin robes with gold trim, and it's Santa Muerte with red glowing eyes making an appearance. And then later on, a sepia-colored poster with a stamped image of Santa Muerte with a crown and a long veil. So I have a poster that's very similar to what I dreamed about, but the details here were specific. January 26th. Santa Muerte werewolf. What is with the werewolves? Maybe because the werewolves are shapeshifters. I don't know. Santa Muerte gave me a recipe to become a shapeshifter. But I got so scared when she showed me a werewolf, I woke up. It was ugly. But it involved bundles of herbs, all wrapped up, super green. They looked exactly like that. And you could see the green sticking out of them. These are cigars for San Simon from Guatemala. Just got this in the mail today. Took me 2 weeks to get here. So yeah. Y'all may think that that's a far stretch, but it makes sense to me. And I'll tie it all up here in just a second. January 28th. And I put Indian man, but native man would let me use a bike when walking home at night down dark roads. I'd leave the bike in the streets. He followed me one night and told me I wasn't safe to be alone like that and to take care of the bikes, but I could use them. I was coming back from my friend's house. I was barefoot, like the way I used to walk at night on the streets when I was a young girl from a friend's house. We used to walk barefoot all the time. He had long hair and looked Apache, very thin, and had the native accent. He was wearing denim. We saw a dead ocelot on the road. The dream implied that the man kind of owned the roads. They were more like paved back alleys. Begins the Rilach Mam dreams, and that's another name for Maximon, another name for San Simon. February 8th. He showed me why his wooden effigy looks so confusing to me. He showed me a man's face with skin. Then the skin gets pushed forward and turns wrinkled. Hence all the detailed facial lines on the wooden carvings. Simple and obvious, but he was trying to prove how old he is. And he showed me right in front of my face, more in a vision than a dream, which is true, I was awake. He didn't show a handsome face like in the candles. This is his candle. It wasn't this young, handsome man. He was light-skinned, yes, but pink from drinking. Dark hair, but only on the sides. The top was bald. Squinty, angry eyes. Permanent frown lines. And wide nose. All the cigar smoke added to his wrinkles. So, basically when it appeared, it looked like one of those, and I'll show you where, subconsciously, what I'm talking about. He looked like one of those blow-up punch bag things, because it was just like head connected to shoulders, connected to nothing. I'll show you here. It's a wood carving. It's a head, essentially like a stump for shoulders, and they dress it up. You can look it up yourself. But subconsciously, I couldn't understand. I didn't know if the carving of the mask was wrinkles or was like tribal marks or something. But in the dream, it's like, no, I'm an old man. I'm very, very, very old. I'm not handsome like the way that they depict me. And then February 9th, which was last night, I saw this, I was at this market and I saw little figurines of him, and they had like a wooden chair or a wooden cross, and he was holding it up, kind of depicting himself like Atlas, like holding the whole world up. And they were little tiny little figures, little icons. And that's it. So, The rest of the video is just, you know, like experiences that I've been having. I had to move his stuff here to the bedroom because we kept having electronic issues. I was questioning, why did he show up? Why did he come here? Why? What's the purpose? Like, you know? And it was basically like, obviously I didn't go looking for you. You came looking for me, and well, maybe it's personal. I'm not supposed to say, but there's a theme here with all the dreams. All the dreams have a lot to do with shapeshifting and healing. So my reading that I did, several readings actually, and my common sense analysis is to help with that and to help with advancing in those areas. And anybody watching this channel will be like, well, you can do that with Santa Muerte. I'm fully aware of that. But sometimes things happen, and if you push them away, you're pushing away an opportunity. Okay? So I was always and have always been more than open-minded. If somebody or something else wanted to pop in here that was going to help, then I was more than open to it, so long as everybody else was in agreement. So here we are. I'm only halfway through because I just got it today, but I highly recommend this book if you can find it. Very good book, very informative. And it really informs you that one person's way is not another person's way. And that's a lesson I think that we can all really learn in this day and age. Like, one person's way may not be your way, but you still need to like respect it, because you're all coming from the same place, hopefully. A place of respect, a place of cultural acknowledgement, and a place of appreciation. So, yeah, sorry for looking like crap. I'm giving my head a break and washing my dreads and wash my hair after like 2.5 weeks. And I'm gonna put those back in because my hair feels weird now. But yeah, that's his space right there. In my, I found out, you know, like that he's of many things, a patron to merchants, which I am. So perfect. So there it is. Getting a statue in, tomorrow. It's gonna look kind of like this guy seated on a wooden chair, and I should have room to be able to put a cigar to him on his little icon, his little effigy. So yeah, but I think they're in this book they're bringing up Rey Pascual, and I think that I'll go into him next, the subject matter of Rey Pascual, because I actually do have an experience with him as far as I know, and I think that I mentioned it in a previous video. One experience only, but it's still an experience. So that's it. I just wanted to update the whole dream analysis thing. A lot of them, and that's not even going over the meditations, the channelings, or whatever you want to call them. They have really been coming to fruition, like more and more lately. Synchronicities galore, more and more. I'm not going to say prophetic, but eye-opening dreams, and just more affirmation of how close these spirits can be to this realm, and just how much they can directly affect you. Yeah, so like I said, sorry for looking like crap, but I just wanted to get this message out there, and I serve no other purpose than to spread information, so I'm not a beauty queen. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.